Hello, everybody. I'm Brett Wagner, and welcome to Pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. We are in Chandler, Arizona at Firebird International Raceway, and it's a little chilly. It's a little cold. You can see I got some layers on here, got a little beanie on, but you know what? I want to give away some cash, so let's meet our contestants.
I'm
Chris, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks.
Brandon.
How you doing?
You like to be called Brando?
Sure, that works.
Brandon, how you doing? And of course, the house, Ken Herring. How you doing, Ken?
I'm doing good, man.
Let's bring up our first driver. That is a killer ride. Tell me about it.
Thanks. Well, it's been a race car for probably 25, 30 years. And I bought it about 5 years ago from a guy in Northern California. She made some changes, but the paint was originally done up there.
Tell me a little bit about power plant.
Zimmerman Mopar, Indy heads, about 520 cubic inches, roughly 800 horsepower.
Chris, first question for Phil.
Do you belong to any associations?
Yeah, Arizona Drag Racing Association, NHRA, a number of those.
Okay.
Brandon?
How much does the car weigh?
3,000 pounds without me in it, and since Christmas, it's probably closer to 3,200.
Nice, Phil. And Ken Herring.
Hey, tell us again what transmission you had in it.
It's a torque flight.
With a trans brake?
Trans
Yeah,
brake?
trans brake.
Well, Phil, you ready to take that car down the track for us?
I'm ready to go.
All right, let's make a pass. All right, this first pass is worth $100. Let's get our times locked in there. Chris, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I race NHRA stock eliminator, and I have a Pontiac, 80 Pontiac that I run. So
How long you been racing?
since high school, grew up in Oregon. So raced a Mopar, 66 Plymouth, and now I have a classic car, the 66 Plymouth Satellite.
All right, let's get our times locked in. Ken is locked in, Brandon is locked in, and Chris is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. A 9:20 for Ken, very fast. A 10:20 for Brandon, and a 9:99 for Chris.
I have more faith in a Mopar than you do. So.
Do you have a Mopar?
I have a Mopar. I have about 6 of them. So
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
Yep.
Well, there's still time left to help you. It makes some power.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little two-step action.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's you, Brandon.
He's a little
Yeah.
close to that
That's
wall
Brandon.
down there.
Yep.
Good job, Brandon.
A 12:33. Brandon, come on down, take that $100.
Yeah.
Good job
Thanks,
there, my
buddy.
man. Cash is good. Little recap. Ken Herring sitting on 0. Brandon sitting on $100. And Chris sitting on 0.
Yeah,
Let's bring up our next racer. Chuck, tell me about that ride.
That's a 2006 Ford Mustang. That's our official Firebird vehicle, courtesy of Arizona Ford dealers.
Tell me a little bit about what you do for the track.
I work at Firebird Raceway as facility director and race director. I'm the one that when things go wrong, it's my responsibility, my fault.
Chuck, come here for a second, buddy. Let me. All right, first question, Chris.
What's under the hood?
It's a V6.
Brandon,
What type of interior's in that baby?
what kind of interior you rolling?
Just a stock
Leather?
cloth. No, cloth.
Cloth.
interior.
Cloth.
Cloth. And Ken Herring.
Being the race director, wouldn't you want to drive something a little faster out here?
I do drive something faster. I drive, my wife races, my kids all race.
Oh,
So,
sweet.
You ready to make a pass for us?
I'm ready.
All right, guys. This is another $100 pass. Brandon, tell me a little bit about yourself.
From Gilbert, Arizona. Me and my dad got a body and paint shop. Been in business for 30 years, do body and paint.
You guys do a little racing yourself?
Yeah, we do a little bit. My whole family races. And we got 4 cars. And
All right, let's lock in those times. Chris is locked in. Brandon is locked in. Ken Herring is locked in. We got a $15.95 for Ken, an $18.90 for Brandon, and a $16.54 for Chris.
Who knows?
He's not even going to burn out. So
There's no
man.
need.
let's take a look at this pass. Kind of smooth.
Smooth and slow.
Ken
10.
Herring,
Did I get it?
there? 16.23 to 15.95.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let's do a little recap. Ken is sitting on $100. Brandon is sitting on $100, and Chris
I'm
is sitting
sitting on
zero.
nothing.
That's all right. We got
That's
plenty
all
more. We got another round with $100. Let's bring up our next driver. Keith, tell me about that monster behind us.
It's a 67 Mustang, has 950 horsepower.
All right, Chris, first question.
I can't see the windows from here. You run super gas and super comp with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brando.
Are you running throttle stop on that thing?
Yes, it does. Wide open right now.
Wide open. All right.
Ken Herring.
What's the weight on it?
2,600 pounds. It's got 150 pounds of weight in the trunk.
Not spraying anything, are you?
Nope.
Straight motor.
It's all straight motor, single carburetor.
All right, let's make a pass. All right, last of the $100 rounds. Chris, I want to get you on here. Get a little
Please,
three-way tie.
please,
A little
please.
three-way tie.
Oh,
Lock in your
man.
lights there. All right, everybody is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with an 8:20. Brando with an 8:89. And stuck in the middle, Chris with an 8:54.
No,
Wow,
I'm on the
some
left.
pretty close times there, folks. These guys know what they're doing. That's what's nice. We come out to Arizona, the people know their cars and their times.
John Force out there.
Yeah. Spun a ton.
Keep her straight.
Spun a
Getting a
lot.
little squirrely there, but he
Keep her straight. On 880s. 895.
895.
Good job,
Brando
brother.
sitting
Thanks,
right
buddy.
there. $200,
Nice. Good job,
ladies and
man.
gentlemen. Brando sitting on $200. Ken sitting on 100, and Chris sitting on 0. Don't worry about it, folks. We're coming back with more pastime. The rounds are going up with some more cash. We'll see you in a second. Welcome back, folks. It's pastime. The cash is going up. Let's meet our next driver. Mike, tell me about your ride.
It's a 2006 Honda CBR 1000.
Anything?
It's all stock. There's absolutely nothing done to it, just like I ride it to work.
All right, Chris, let's go. First question.
Friday night drags only with this thing, or what do you just?
I've been coming here since I was 16.
Okay.
Brando,
How much horsepower do you think that thing makes?
I think it's 150.
Oh,
150 horse. Kenneth Herring.
It's cold. Let's go. I'm ready.
You ready to make a
Okay.
pass for us?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get down that frigid track. It is a little cold here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first of our $200 rounds. Chris, put you right back in the game.
Yeah.
Everybody is locked in. Let's take a look. Ken Herring with the 1020, Brando with an 1185, and with the 1050 stuck in the middle.
Again,
Chris.
but I'm on the left though, not in the middle.
See a lot of bikes race, Chris?
Actually not. So that was just in the ballpark, you know.
Oh, it's done for me. Nice. Wow. Come on. He wheelied all the way down. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
1291, Brandon.
Come on.
$200 cash is good. Congratulations. That was kind of a lame duck run. Let's do a little recap. Chris sitting on 0, Brandon sitting on 400, and Ken Herring the house. Ken, I got a little money in my pocket.
I need the rest.
This is my favorite part of the show. This is the combo round where I bring up two vehicles, and you have to give me one combined time. So you have to be halfway decent at math. How are you at math, Brandon?
excellent.
Chris?
I'm an artist. I'm very bad at math. Where's the calculator?
Ken will be happy to help. Now you're only going to ask one question to either racer. Just one question. Let's bring them on up here. Ron, thanks for coming out. Tell me about your ride.
It's a 86 Corvette with a 350 Chevy engine in it, 4-speed automatic transmission, and 273 gears.
All right, Ron, and what's your name?
Fred Sloan,
Fred, tell me about your ride.
2001 Camaro Super Sport. I'm the original owner. It has 23,000 miles on it.
You look like kind of like you're a musician on the side.
Well, I used to own and operate radio stations.
All right, first question, Chris, Ron or Fred?
Ron, what's under the hood of the Camaro?
No, this is Ron over here. This is Fred.
Fred, red.
It's the bottom end is stock LS1 motor, 346 cubic inches, and the cylinder heads are AFR cylinder heads and comp cams, hydraulic roller cam.
All right, Brandon, Ron or Fred?
Fred in the red.
There you go, see?
Got any type of traction bars or anything on that thing?
I've got suspension mods, yeah, traction mods, yeah. I've got a torque arm, aftermarket torque arm, and I've got lower control arms.
Okay, Ken Herring, Ron or Fred?
I'm gonna ask Ron. Ron, is the motor stock? Tell us just something about the motor.
No, basically it's a 1990 motor. It had aluminum heads, headers. That's about it.
All right.
All right, you guys ready to make a pass for us? All right, let's do this. All right, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this is the combo round. Thank you. One combined time worth $200. Chris, this will put you right back in the game.
Yes, this will, won't it?
Ken Herring, we need this.
We need it more than you know.
I think I need it more.
No.
All right, Brandon is locked in. Ken is locked in. We are all locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with a 25.80. Brando with a 27 flat. And Chris with a 23.11. The
We're
fast
both in there
time.
somewhere.
Chris,
We're close.
I'm feeling you right
I
now.
hope so. All right.
Yeah, pretty nice launch on both there.
Nice. Oh, look at here. Come on.
Yeah.
25.70, Ken Herring. Bam! Right there, the combo round. Let's do a little recap, folks. Ken Herring sitting on $300. Brando sitting on $400. And the love of my life tonight, Chris sitting on zero.
At least I have the
But
love.
Chris, do not worry about it. We still have another $200 round right here.
Yeah.
You know, we got plenty more runs. You're still going to be in this game. Let's bring up our next racer. Bill, tell me about that ride.
It's a 1970 Oldsmobile Cutlass. The vehicle weighs 3,710 pounds with me in it. It is an Oldsmobile 455, Edelbrock heads, 950 CFM carburetor, Edelbrock Victor intake, turbo 400, and a Chevy 12 ball with a 373 gear.
Wow. Chris, first question.
Hey, where are you from? Because you answered every other question I had.
I'm from Mesa, Arizona.
Okay.
Arizona in the hizzy. Brando.
Got any juice on that today?
There is nitrous on the vehicle. I'm currently not running nitrous right now.
All right, Ken Herring.
Tell me one more time what size the motor was. I missed that.
It's a 455 Oldsmobile.
Okay. Oldsmobile.
How much horsepower?
I guess maybe a little over 500.
A little over 500 horsepower. You ready to make Mesa, Arizona proud? Let's make a pass. All right, guys.
And girls.
And girls. Ladies and gentlemen, last of our $200 rounds. Chris, I feel it.
Where's the calculator?
Yeah, I heard Ken was good, but I didn't know he was this good.
He usually comes on strong in the end when we need him. Ken is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Oldsmobile 455, an 1190 for Ken Herring. Brando with no faith and a 1307, and Chris with an 1111. You know, Chris?
You know, tailwind. Tailwind.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
You know what? I'm just gonna. You know what I'm gonna do, Chris? I'm gonna ladies and gentlemen, for good faith, I want you to hold on to that, Chris. Just for good faith right now.
Hold on to it.
You might have to hand that over. All right, lady, let's watch this pass.
I'm happy you have faith in me. Faith and love.
Not bad.
I think I got a little slow.
Oh, 1146.
Chris.
It is Chris.
I got money. I got money. I got money. See, you gotta let me hold the money.
And the
See,
fame.
you gotta
Good
let
job.
the woman hold the money.
Ladies and gentlemen,
See?
let's do a little recap. Chris, hold that lucky money. $200 for Chris. Brando with 400. Ken Herring in second place with 300. Folks, the jack is going up. Don't go anywhere. We're having fun on Pastime. We'll see you in a second. Welcome back to Pastime. We're getting into the $300 rounds. Let's meet our next driver. Tell me about your ride.
92 Chevy 454 SS. Pretty much all stock.
Is that your daily driver?
Daily driver. The normal race car's broke right now. So.
All right, well, thanks for coming out. Look at that, folks, wearing the John Deere. Dirty. Throwing a little love for John Deere. Chris, first question.
Do you know how much this truck weighs?
I think a little over 3,500, I think.
Okay.
Brandon, you have a question for Jim?
Oh, pass.
Ken Herring.
You said pretty much stock. Does that mean stock, or is there anything done to it?
There's not a whole lot done to it. Just
what do you got done to it?
basic exhaust, stuff like that. Little tranny work.
You ready to take this truck down the track?
Let's do it.
Let's make a pass. $300 round. Ken Herring, I've given Chris enough love. It's time for you.
Exactly. We need all the love.
Ken Herring is locked in. Brando is locked in. Chris is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. 15:50 for Ken Herring. A 14:25 for Brando and a 15 flat for Chris. Fast time there, Brando. Tell me about that.
I don't know. It's 454 Chevy.
Hope he spins the tires all the way down the track, and I'm in. There it is. You might as well give me that money. It's done. Spinning sometimes is winning.
I'm going to put it right up here. Ken, I'm just going to put it right up there real quick.
We'll just keep it right there
real quick.
Oh, look at that. Lovely.
Ken Herring spinning all the way down the track. He's a guru. He is a savant. Let's do a little recap, ladies and gentlemen. Ken Herring is sitting on $600. Brando in second place sitting on $400. And Chris sitting on $200. You're still in it.
It's all good.
Because you know what? I got another driver, and I got another $300 to give away. Let's bring up our next racer here. Mystic. Well, how old are you?
17.
Tell me about your car, Mystic.
It's a 2001 Caddy, pretty stock. Nothing really done to it.
What do you mean pretty stock? Come on over here. Don't run from me. I'm not going to bite you.
I'm a little scared.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm a little nervous now, too. I've never interviewed someone named Mystic before. All right, Chris, first question for Mystic.
What's under the hood?
I have no idea.
Well, at least you didn't tell me you don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Is it your car?
No.
Whose car is it?
Friends.
Okay. Brando.
What color is the interior?
All right, we're going to pass on that one, too. Ken Herring, do you have anything for Mystic?
Don't be nervous. My first time on camera, I was nervous, but then again, I didn't have a 300-pound man blanket beside me either.
You ready to make a pass?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. I had everything I had to do to hold her there. She was strong. 17 years old. Did you see the braces? I knew she was young. All right, let's lock in those times.
This is a shot in the dark.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, basically, this is like a blind pass.
It is.
We don't know anything about it. All right, everybody is locked in. Let's take a look at those times. Ken Herring with the 17:50. Brando with almost a combo time of 22:50, and Chris with an 18:01.
In the middle again.
Chris, you're in the middle. Would you?
Come on, just let me hold the money. You know,
I'm going to give you some love.
Luck ain't keeping our job.
You see, that's $300. She's just going to hold it for me for a second.
Yeah. There'll be three maybe when
Keep it warm for us. She drove through the water. It's not good.
We'll see.
I think the tires are still wet.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. That's why I like 2250.
Well, she knows how to stage here. Here we go. Oh! There we go. A 17.29. Give me that money back. Give me that cash back. Kenneth Herring.
Yeah, Mystic is my favorite name.
All right, let's do a little recap. Ken Herring sitting on $900, Brando sitting on $400, and Chris sitting on $200. Ladies and gentlemen, it's past time. Don't go away. We're coming back with our final round. It's worth 500 smackaroos. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Welcome back to Pastime, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the final round, which is worth 500 smackaroos. Now, Chris, you're sitting on $200. That will not put you in the lead, so unfortunately, you're playing for pride.
Okay.
Brando, $400. That'll put you in a tie with Ken Herring if you win it. We don't get too many ties with the man right there. And, of course, Ken Herring, $900. I want to put that $500. You know what? I'm going to let Brando hold on to that. Brando, because you possibly could tie this, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it's winner take all. So if Ken Herring wins this, you're going to hand over all your cash to Ken.
Come on, Brandon.
Let's bring up our last and final driver. All right, tell me about your ride.
It's a 07 Yancer dragster, 632 cubic inch. It's 1,300 horsepower. I usually race super comp with it, slow it down a little bit.
All right, Chris.
Hey, since I don't want to give them an advantage, out of the ballpark, what was your favorite Christmas gift you've ever received?
I really can't think of anything. To tell you the truth.
All right, Brando, holding on to the cash. What are you thinking?
Roy, are you running the throttle stop tonight?
Yes.
And Ken Herring.
Tell us again how big the motor was. I missed that.
632 cubic inch, 1,300 horsepower.
All right.
Hey, we appreciate you coming out here. We know it's a little chilly,
With a
but
stop.
make us proud and make a good pass.
All right.
All right, here we go. Final round, $500. Now, what we do in a tie situation, Brando, is whoever. Okay, what Rich says, it says write down the mile per hour as well. And whoever's closest, if you do get a tie, just say it out loud real quick for me and you will win. Let's take a look at these times. An 880 for Ken, an 895 for Brando, and an 870. Boy, these are close for Chris. Give me the mile per hour there.
177.
Ken Herring.
See, now I'm going to
say
sound
Think
like
that's all right.
Don't
See?
say I stole it.
Hey,
Higher or lower?
175, so I was going to be lower.
175 and a 177. Ladies and gentlemen, it's past time. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. Final round, $500.
The throttle stop deal's fixing to jack us.
Woo! I kind of shook the ground there, Ken.
No, it's on the throttle stop. It's on the stop. How much was it in the stop, though? Chris!
Chris! Congratulations! We had a little, the car kind of sputtered there, but the bottom line is Ken Herring. Ken Herring, you're still the winner with $900. The house wins, so Brandon and Chris, you got to hand over the cash.
See, I didn't even get to touch
Chris,
that
I'm
money. I didn't even get to touch the 500.
Chris,
you know?
Chris, thank you so much for playing. It shows that you're a great contestant. And Brando, thanks for playing. And Ken Herring, the house. I love you, buddy. Thanks for saving our money.
man.
Folks, I love this show. It's pastime. Name the time, win the cash. It's that easy. From Chandler, Arizona, I'm Brett Wagner for Speed. We'll see you next time.